Hello, I'm Jitendra from the Office Guys Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to show you how can you create a cool looking infographic type title slide in just PowerPoint. So without any further ado, let's start the video. So here on the screen, I have a slide. Let me just take it to the presentation mode. And now you can see how cool this box appears on the slide, and you have the respective title on the odd ones on the left hand side and the even ones on the right hand side. So this is going to be a very cool tutorial and very easy as well. So let's not wait anymore and start the tutorial. First of all, I'll take a new slide, and if you are seeing anything here, what you can do is just right click, come to layout, and make sure that you choose a blank layout. So once you get that done, let's create some boxes like that. Okay, so you can see I have placed the boxes over here. So it's not difficult at all. So let me just quickly create a shape. So let me just first come to the fresh slide, and under the drawing tab, I will take the recently used shape, or you can go to the rectangles, anything is fine. I'll go to the rectangles and I'll press shift on my keyboard and drag so that I get a perfect square. So once we get that, the next thing is to align it in a slide. So first of all, I'll just come to shape format, align, and I'll just align it to the center of the slide. So this will align it to the exact in the center of the slide. Next, I'll make sure that this shape doesn't have any outline. So that is one thing that you have to do. Next, right click and click on the format shape option, and in that, the second option that you're getting is called effects. Click on that and come to the 3D format option, and then we have to make certain changes. So the depth, you make it around 10. Okay, let me just press it, enter it again. So 10 is fine, and then come to the next option under 3D rotation, choose this option. Okay, so it's written isometric top up, and with that you can see you got a beautiful looking rectangle. Okay, so right now if you compare with this previous slide, our rectangle has a round corner here. Okay, so you can see if you can play with that. So that is what one thing that I forgot. So what you can do is come to shape format, edit shape, change shape, and you can change the shape with the second rectangle that we have. Is called rectangle rounded corners. So that will do the job that is required, and you can play around with the radius as required. Okay, so if you want to make it circle, you get the circle. So just reduce it, and it's your choice. So you can just play around. So right now I'm going with this one. That looks fine. Now you can see I have colored this very nicely. Okay, so I have colored this very nicely. So for that, I have a color scheme over here that I'm going to take right now. So I'll press Ctrl C to copy that and paste in my slide. So our color scheme is here, and now it's time to fill in these colors in these boxes. So let's color this. Click on the shape, come to shape fill option, choose an eyedropper and select this color. Okay, so you can see you got the color over there. Just drag it down somewhere here, and let's say you want 6, 5, 3, any number that you want. You have to make that many number of shape. So the best way to do that is press Ctrl D and just place it somewhere here. Okay, and then again press Ctrl D couple of times, the number of shapes that you want. Okay, so right now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's go with 7, and that looks fine. Right now, for example, if you see they are too close, what you can do is you can just move the top one and select all, and then you can come to the shape format option, align, and you can say distribute vertically, so they will distribute equally. So next, just quickly select the rectangles or the shapes that you have drawn and change the colors as per this color scheme. So that will do our job of making the design. So third one, the third block, so like that, I'll be continue to select fourth one, and next fifth one, eyedropper looks like the 336, and shape fill, and the last one, I hope this one. Okay, so you can see a very beautiful gradient kind of thing falling up here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an arrow like that, okay, a little bit far, and I'm going to increase the width of this line. So somewhere around 1.75 looks fine. I'll reduce its size a bit. Okay, so approximately you can see it is 2.89 centimeters. So you can follow up around with that. Now keeping selected this line, I'll come to the end arrow type and I'll make it circle. Okay, so it's going in the other side. So instead of end, I'll make it normal and I'll make begin as this one. Okay, so you have to play around with this, so anything can work. So next thing is begin arrow size, so you can make it bigger, so it looks a little bigger, and the color we can change to something like dark blue. So this looks fine. So next, take the text box, let's draw it like that, and let's just name it title 01, and the font that I'm using is called Montserrat. So it's a very beautiful font. You can download it from Google Fonts. I'll provide the link in the description box, and I will just align this one towards the right hand side so that it's easy for me. And next thing is I'll just press enter here, and let me just quickly take some text from here. Okay, so Control C and Control V, so you can see it is the same font size with 18 size. If you wish, you can increase the size of this, that's not a problem. Or I will overall reduce this size because I need to see it should match with the bar. We should have some space from the bottom as well. Okay, so I'll select this, I'll bring it somewhere here, so I'll press Control D now to duplicate, and I'll keep it somewhere here so that it matches with this line, and again I'll press Control D. So I'll just quickly change the title 03, 05 and 07. Similar way we have to do on the other side. So now I'll take these shapes, are not required actually, I will do like this. So I'll press Control and drag, so approximately we'll keep somewhere here. So this is for the second shape. Okay, and this time I'm going to change the begin as flat and the end as this, so this will work out, and make sure you increase the size as well. Okay, so now I will copy this on this side, and we'll change the alignment of the text towards the left side, so something of this sort, and press 02 here. I'll bring it inside, and now once again I'll press Control D on the keyboard, and I'll bring it to the fourth one. Make sure it's aligned to some extent. Yeah, that looks fine, and I'll once again I press Control D to get a copy of that. So it is 06 and 04. Okay, it's your wish, you can change the title, and if you want to download this template, anyway this template is available to download on Gumroad for just $1. So you can, if you wish to download, you can download from the Gumroad as well. So right now you can see we are done with this. Let me just quickly copy this text from the title text from the previous slide. So I'll press Control V and come to format background, and you can choose an eyedropper, and I'll take the most like other unused color from here. So you can see it's not matching with this. There is no contrast between the top last one or the first one and the background. So I'll just take a little lighter than that so that we can see that. So right now I feel everything is fine. The only thing that is concerning me is it's too close to the title. So what I'm going to do is I'll just take everything and I'll just keep it here. Okay, that looks fine. So now our slide is ready. Now it's time to animate the slide. So what I'm going to do for that, I will just take this shapes and I'll keep it down somewhere here. Select the topmost rectangle over here, come to Animations tab, and in that you can see under the animation, you can see there is a motion paths and there is an option called lines. So you can choose lines, and right now if you see, the effect is it's going down. So maybe for you preview will come, so you can just see auto preview. So I can play it. You can see okay, you can't see because PowerPoint only shows preview in this slide region. So that's not to worry. What you have to follow is, if you see, your green is in the top and the red is in the bottom. So green is the starting position, red is the final position. So come to the effect option over here on the top and change it to up. So right now you can see it's showing. Now what you have to do is you have to just place it carefully somewhere here, and let me just show you the preview. Nice. Okay, so once it is done, now you need not to worry for anything. It's going to be very easy. So what you have to do is select the first one, the one we have animated last, and click here on the button called Animation Painter, and now click on the second button. Okay, so to do it fast, I will suggest you to come to preview option and turn off auto preview. Okay, so we can do that fast. So keeping the second selected, Animation Painter, click on the third one, Animation Painter, click on the fourth one, Animation Painter, click on the fifth one, Animation Painter, click on the sixth one, Animation Painter, click on the seventh one. Now with this, what we have done is the same animation which was applied to the first one, we have applied to the rest of the 6. So now let me just show you a quick preview of what we have done. So once you click on the keyboard, you can see one by one they are coming. For every click they are coming. So what I have to do essentially here is, you can see in the animation tab you have called animation pane. Select all of them and you just make them on start with previous. Okay, so as soon as you turn into your presentation mode, they will start. Okay, so right now it doesn't look good because all of them, they are coming as of sudden, right? So what you have to do is you have to add a delay between these. So what you can do is select the second shape, add a delay of 0.25 for second, click 2 times. Okay, so that 0.5, third one 0.75, fourth one 1, fifth one 1.25, and the next one is 1.5 seconds. So with this, if you see, they come really in a cool way. Okay, so you get a slightly delay between the shapes. So this is what, let me just show you once again. So here we go, it looks very nice. Next thing is how to animate these title boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just quickly to group these objects. Okay, so this one and this one, I'll press Ctrl G on the keyboard so that animation will save our time. Okay, so you need not to select every individual object and animate. Ctrl G, and again Ctrl G. So we have groups ready. What I'm going to do is I'll just apply a simple animation on these. So select on this first one and click fade. Similar way, now what you have to do is keep the first one selected and animation painter and apply on the second one, then on the third one, then on the fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, and seventh. So right now it's animated, but you can see first the blocks are coming and then titles are coming. We don't want that. We want as soon as the first one reaches title, one should appear. So what we have to do is we have to move this on the top. So you can see this one belongs to the first rectangle, this one belongs to the second. So what we have to place them accordingly. So this is the first title block, it goes after the first rectangle. So similar way you have to place them. So third, fourth, fifth, and sixth, and make sure that these are after previous. Okay, so these are selected. So once the first animation finishes, this should appear. So make sure that all groups, okay, in the green color, they should be after previous, after previous, after previous, after previous, after previous, and after previous. Okay, so let me just show you how it looks. So first rectangle, second rectangle, third rectangle, fourth. So I'm not doing anything on the keyboard or anything, it's coming automatically. So now the one thing that you might have realized that these things are coming too slow. So now it's your wish how you want to handle that. So what is happening here is, so I'm just stretching that so that we can see. What we can do is we can reduce the time of these shapes. Okay, so I can just make it, let's say I'll select this, 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 and this. I mean all the rectangle shapes, and I can reduce the duration of that. So I can just make it 1 second. So now you can see. Okay, so this also looks good. Or what else you can do to make this look better? Let me just duplicate slide of this. Instead of the next block starting after that, what I can do is the next rectangle should start with the previous title itself. So I would say start with previous. Okay, so I'll select all. So this, 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 and this, and I can just make this with previous. So now let's see how it looks. Okay, so you can see it's comparatively faster than what we are doing before that. This is how you can design and manipulate with time and everything. So that's all about this tutorial. I hope you like the video. If you do like this video, please give a thumbs up to this video and consider to subscribe to my channel for further content. I am Jitendra Churasia signing off from this video now. I'll get back to you with another fantastic video. Thank you.